7 and 152 again.
Really? Okay, welcome to Jerusalem Village. This is a historical village here, and every year we like to honor our first responders. And this is the Friends of Jerusalem Mill, which was established in 1985, not 1885, 1985, by Harry Sanders and the local neighbors. We'd like to reach back and thank people that work very hard every day to save us. And having been the recipient of their services in the past, and I'm very sorry about that, that they did a fabulous job, and that's why I'm standing here. So, with no further ado, I cue the bagpipes. Okay, everybody join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Color guard, order, arm. Color guard, left face. Color guard, forward, march.
They're on the way. How soon? Anytime you want. When they're done. Okay. Come on.
Okay, welcome to the 4th Annual First Responders Day. Big round of applause for the Joppa Magnolia Cadets and Color Guard and Ernie and the bagpipes. Okay, today I've got to warn you, we're going to cut this kind of short because the Maryland State helicopter is on its way. And I don't know what that really means, is that's in the next 3 minutes or the next 10 minutes. So, and he's going to land over in that general direction over there. So, my name's Rick Decker. I'm the president of Friends of Jerusalem Mill. I represent an organization of about 600 volunteers, and what we do is we lease back this property from very graciously from the state of Maryland, the Maryland Park Service, and we try to do our darndest to not only take care of it, preserve, protect it, but also to put on programs of living history, education, and try to make ourselves as useful to the community as we can. And without any further ado, the host for this event actually is the Maryland Park Service, and I give you one of the newest rangers in the Gunpowder Falls State Park, Brett.
All right, good morning, everybody. I'm Ranger Brett Prochazka here from Gunpowder Falls State Park. I just wanted to welcome everybody here to the 4th Annual First Responders Day, and just to welcome everybody from the Park Service and from the Department of Natural Resources. just want to thank the Natural Resource Police, the police we have here from the county and the state, and as well as the firefighters, because they help us out every day as our job as well. So without further ado, here's Miss Kathy.
Thank you. Delegate Kathy Szeliga, thank you all for being here. I'm proud to be a friend of the Friends of Jerusalem Mill and a friend of the Rangers. We're so happy to that you all come out to honor the first responders. I'm hoping we get a big crowd this afternoon, and thankful for Governor Hogan's investment in this area. I think we'll continue to work together and maybe, Rick, get that barn rebuilt. All right, thank you all. God bless. Here's Councilman David Marks.
Thank you, Kathy. You know, I tell this story all the time I'm here. My parents used to bring me to the swim club that's over here when I was growing up, and we would drive by this mill and it was falling down. And the only things that have changed in Kingsville over the past 30 years is the mill has gone up and that pharmacy came down. Kingsville has remained such a special place that values history. Thank you to the Friends of Jerusalem Mill for all they've done. And thank you to those who help us invest in the new things, like the fire station, which we're going to be celebrating. And it's so important to our first responders. Thank you all for coming out today. Thanks for this organization for doing such a terrific job. And with this, I'll turn it over to Bob Cheney.
Good morning. I'm Bob Cheney, president of the Kingsville Volunteer Fire Company. I'd like to thank you all for coming out here today. We really appreciate the way they honor us here. All the organizations you see here together do work together, as the Ranger mentioned, and we're very happy to have their support in everything we do. We'd also like to let everybody know that we have a brand new fire rescue squad. It's over there in the parking lot. It says Squad 48 on it. It went in service on July the 3rd in time for the 4th of July parade. Our new building, we just moved into it about 2 weeks ago. Look for our dedication ceremony in October. And we'd like to thank our friends from the state of Maryland for their assistance financially in getting that going, and Baltimore County, Maryland. Chief Curl Price, a good friend of ours and member of Kingsville, and the former Chief John Homan helped out with that an awful lot. We also have our new medic unit, which ran on a call a little while ago. All of that has happened in the last 18 months, and I got to tell you, our folks have done a yeoman's job of getting the new medic in service, the new squad in service, and moving to the new building, all in the last 18 months, while the whole winter we lived in temporary facilities, which was quite a challenge. So I'd like to thank you all for your assistance. I'd like to thank the community for your financial assistance, and I'll turn it over back to Rick.
I guess I don't get an introduction.
To my left here is a distinguished lifetime professional firefighter, Captain Brandon Clark.
Sure. I got demoted, but that's okay. I'm used to that. Like Rick said, my name is Brandon Clark. I'm the Assistant Chief of Joppa Magnolia. We're honored to be a part of this for the 4th year. Yeah, they're on their way going somewhere. But we also like to pass our appreciation to the Friends of Jerusalem Mill, to the delegation, to the Harford County Executive, who has recently allocated funds for us to expand our Hanson Road station, which is busting at the seams, and for Kingsville for obviously supporting us. Their ambulance actually went to assist us on a call as well. So we're always thankful for the support that we get, and we're happy to be here and ready to serve. So with that, I'll turn it back over to Rick.
Thanks, Assistant Chief. I'm sorry about that. I'll pay for that right now. My house is going to burn to the ground. I can just see that right now. Listen, today we got a big scale of things to do. Maryland State Helicopter is going to arrive sometime shortly. We've also got at 1:30. I know you're all going to want to see this, the little smackdown competition we have here behind us, in which teams from the Natural Resource Police, the Maryland Park Service, the Joppa Magnolia, and the Kingsville Volunteer Fire Department will simultaneously compete to put on some turnout gear, drag a hose, flip a rather large tire that was donated by the Maryland Concrete Foundation Companies 3 times, and then they're going to saw through a log, and then they're going to drag a dummy, and I'm not referring to anybody from Congress, the last to the finish line there. The winner gets bragging rights for a year, a trophy that the blacksmiths in Jerusalem Mill made, and also $1,000. Okay, so this is the last year, the first year we had the SmackDown. The Maryland Park Rangers won, so we're expecting a little heated competition this year. All right, so please, that'll be at 1:30 today. All right, and then we have a car being delivered, and we'll use the normal cut up of the car. And please feel free to walk around and talk to the firefighters and the first responders and thank them for what they do every day. Thanks for coming. Catering is being done by Reds, and the people and the sponsors that donated to the cash award for the SmackDown included Ben's Auto Tire and also Works and Daughters down on Route 40. So they supported, they ponied up the money for the cash award. So you ought to please patronize Works and Daughters and Reds and Ben's Auto Tire. Thank you.